What's going on, guys? It's Brad Hannon.
And Sean Noonan, and welcome to the Insurance Sucks podcast.
Where we talk about anything but
insurance, because it sucks.
Listen, here's the deal. We started this podcast as an outlet for our creativity, for our fun, to talk about side hustles, to talk about all the fun things that go along with business and life. And we have an amazing guest for you today. Jeremiah the Bull Evans is going to be joining us here in a little bit. I'm just going to tell you, is going to be joining you in a little bit because he's already joined us. We're filming this after the fact. And I'm going to tell you right now that the interview that we're going into with Jeremiah the Bull is absolute fire. Awesome. I think it's probably one of the better podcasts, or one of the best podcasts we've done out of like the six.
I would say it's one of the better podcasts, generally
Agreed.
speaking. Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. One of the better podcasts out there ever. So you're going to want to check this out. But first, tomorrow, we're taking my man to his funeral.
Yeah.
My man's got a funeral scheduled for this weekend. Getting married.
Yep. And
sure.
30.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
If I make it after this weekend.
He's getting
35
married.
days, I believe.
Yeah, 35 days, but who's counting, right?
Who's
35
counting?
days, but who's counting? We're taking him on the bachelor party tomorrow, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Dirty Myrtle.
3 days of 4 days, 3 days, what, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
3 nights, 4 days.
3 nights, 4 days of nothing but golfing and booze and
drunken debauchery.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows,
Yeah.
right? I think it'll be one of the more mellow bachelor parties I've ever been a part of, but what do you think, Sean?
I've only been on a couple, so there's really not a very high bar so far.
What about like if you were to compare it to The Hangover? Is it going to be more or less debauchery?
I would probably say more. We have a larger group. The Hangover was really condensed to only just a few guys.
Don't remind me about the large group. Love everybody going, but man, large groups of men are very difficult to deal with sometimes.
Yeah,
as you've
but
seen
easier
in the
than women.
So. True. Yeah. This is true. This is true. How was Janae's bachelor party? Really wild or pretty
It
chill?
was as vanilla as you would think it. No, they had a good time, but they went to Savannah, Georgia. Like, what really are you going to do in Savannah? Get in trouble?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's plenty we can do in Myrtle Beach.
I think there's a lot.
What is your what's your over under for how many dollars I make gambling on the golf course?
What's the number?
Oh, a number is $500.
Oh, under.
Yeah, right, dude. Come on.
You're paying out over 500.
No way.
Hands down, definitely.
Not a chance. It's not going to happen. I'm going to bring my A game. I haven't played much golf because I'm always working, but
that actually will be to your advantage the first day.
It will.
Yeah.
It will. The more golf I play, the worse I end up getting.
I'll bet you more on Saturday than I will Thursday.
Yeah, I bet you would. I bet you would. So what the hell else is going on?
I don't know. Nothing new with me. What's new with you?
This is what I was worried about. See, it's 3 fucking minutes of like I knew we weren't gonna be able to talk. This is great content. I'm just trying to talk while thinking of.
How do you not bring up my hair?
Oh fuck.
No. Duh. That's why I said nothing new with me. Yeah.
This is staying in too.
Yeah,
No, this isn't staying.
No, this
isn't
is staying.
in.
Absolutely.
No, we can't have this staying in. All right. So hey, how about the haircut? I was more worried about my haircut.
Right, I know you are. It's always the case.
It's the haircut brothers today. We
right.
both got our haircuts. Hey, you know what?
How long since you had your last haircut?
You got to throw in here right about now. Okay, if you're listening to this on the audio format, you're going to want to check into this episode on the video because right about now, Eric's going to throw in the slow mo, slow mo of the flow as a tribute to Sean's locks. Did you save it? I can't believe I didn't bring that up. That's crazy. I can't believe it didn't get brought up before when we were talking about, hey, how are we going to kick this podcast
I was
off?
waiting for it, but I don't know. No, I did not save the hair.
You didn't save it?
I did. Why would I say that?
How long did you grow that hair out?
4.5 years.
No, it's not.
4.5 years.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was. It was before I went to California.
It was from the day you started. It was from
Longer
before
than
you
that.
started.
I cut my hair 2 days before we went to California.
Which was before you started selling
which was
insurance.
in 2017.
Before you started selling insurance.
Before I started selling insurance.
Oh my God.
I was 27
years. 4.5 years of growth gone out the window.
27 years old when I last got my hair cut.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I mean, great. I had a trim where it took, half inch off or whatever.
Yeah, but that's still, that is wild.
4.5 years. It was a commitment.
We need a rest in peace.
We do.
Wow.
We do.
That's, can we just have a moment of silence on this podcast for Sean's lost
lovely
locks?
locks.
Okay.
Done. Good.
That's good. That's good.
You know what they say though? It's long hair don't care, and I live by that motto. Not the truth. You in fact do have to care when you have long hair.
Yeah, that's why you cut it, right?
Correct, because I don't want to care anymore.
To be clear, Janae wanted it cut for the wedding, and he's saying, right? He's saying, because the dude's already, it's already happening, right? We know what happens, men, when we get married. It's already happening. And he's saying he didn't cut it because I want to know in the comments section. I want to know in the comments, and wherever you're seeing this, I want to know, do you think Sean cut his hair for Janae and for the wedding, or because it was getting too hard to maintain? What do you say?
I mean, for me, I know why I did it.
Why'd you do it?
Because I did. My hair's thinning. I don't want to go bald. I mean, if I'm being 100% honest, we're being honest on this, right? Brutally honest.
This is the honesty podcast.
That's right. Yeah. No, I mean, I've been dealing with, my hair's been getting thinner.
Oh man, it might be all the stress.
It might have been the stress. I've heard from a few people that do hair that COVID hair is a real thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, for real. Like, you start thinning and balding a little bit, and I wear hats all the time.
Oh wait, COVID hair is a real thing. Like COVID, having COVID
affects your hair growth.
Wow.
Correct.
Well, just like we're not allowed to talk about COVID or politics on your bachelor party, we're not allowed to talk about COVID on this podcast. But there's probably other podcasts you can do your research on about thinning hair and COVID.
But I wear a lot of hats. Wearing hats isn't good for hair sustainability. So I either had to do my hair, which when you have long curly hair is a process.
Did you do a spreadsheet on this?
No, it's just what goes through my head. What we're going to call probably the FCC saying we can't talk about COVID.
Wow.
And then, I was just like, you know what? Like, every time I didn't want to wear a hat, I'd either have to do it or I'd have to put it in a ponytail. And when you have curly hair, it's just not the same. So I was like, you know what? I want to be able to go out and not do my hair and not care and not put a hat on.
But you did it today. You did your hair.
Yeah, this took me like 4 seconds.
Yeah, same. I wake up like this.
Yeah. So
I wake up like
a lot easier than brushing it, making sure it's not tangled, and the whole process. It's got to be wet when you're done so it can dry. It looks.
I really feel like we should get to some content. What do you say?
I feel like should
we get to some content?
This is what the people want to know about.
Let me know. Okay, let me know when you watch the episode. When you watch the whole episode, do you want to hear more about Sean's hair and why he cut it, or should we get to more content here with Jeremiah the Bull?
I think more people are going to care about my hair.
Yeah, I think so too. Seriously, guys, stay for this episode or stay for this interview. It's going to be great. See you on the backside.